What's up, everybody? JB here, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. I'm signed up for 1 year of the Mystery Tackle Box Pro Plan, and this is my first box. So I'm kind of excited to check it out and see what's in there. Just kind of want to show y'all, give you some perspective on what this service has to offer and what kind of products you can look for. So one of the things that kind of appealed to me about Mystery Tackle Box is from month to month you can change the type of gear that they send you, which works great for me because I love to do all sorts of different types of fishing. I think they offer bass, inshore, ice, multi-species, which is what I've got here, and then panfish and trouts. I believe those are the options. I'll put a link down to their website so you can, of course, check that out for yourself. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, this is cool. Oh, dude, that's rad. Okay, again, this is my first box, so this is all totally new to me. And look at this, man, a big old scale right there. So let's see, right off the bat here. What do we have? Strike, a Strike Pro, some sort of crankbaits. Beakster 90. Okay, it says floating. So it's a floating crankbait that'll dive to a depth of 4.5 to 6 feet. It's an interesting color. That's one that I don't have a lot of. I don't have a lot of lures in this color. So this will be a good addition. I got a ton of crankbaits, but none of them look quite like this. So, I could see this as being really effective for largemouth or for stripers out here in Vegas. This is a good looking little crank. Yeah, that's definitely going in the bass box. Cool, so that is the Strike Pro floating crankbait. Now this is cool. Guggen Squad, the Zinger spinnerbait. Again, in a really good looking color. That's a big spin. I like all the blades here. I like the color. It says the Zinger's design is Guggen crafted for maximum flash and strike provoking vibrations, complete with a hand-tied skirt and double trailer keeper. Very good. Yeah, I do have a little spinnerbait box, but once again, this is not a style or color that I think I have any of. So this is definitely also going in the bass box. So this is a looks like a jig head, a lead head with like a keeper on it or something. Okay, I'm not actually sure what I'm looking at here. Title Shot Shorty Jig. Okay, I see. So this is a 1/4 ounce jig head with a retainer on it. Totally weedless with any plastic lure. Okay, no, this is cool. Looks like these are made by Fintech, and I'm not really familiar with Fintech, but it also says Mustad Ultra Point on here, and I love me some Mustad Ultra Point hooks, so I'm not sure if you can see the retainer here. Let's give you a second there to zoom in, and then I'll show you the back, because it gives you a demonstration here with like a little crawdad lure on how you make this a totally weedless setup. And I'm going to bet there's some plastics in here that are going to work really well with this. So far, for me, this is all bass gear, and which is fine. It's not the time of year, but I asked for multi-species, and I do a lot of bass fishing out here. So all this stuff is going to get used in the spring, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is, I thought these were just some plastics that might go with these hooks here, these jig heads rather. But these actually have their own jig heads. Sneak Attack Soft Swim Jig. Boom. And there's actually 2 little jig heads already in there, and one of them looks like it's already rigged up. Designed for multi-species. Swim it, crawl it, bounce it. Yep. So far, it looks like, man, bass gear all day for me. Just fine. Just fine. Now here's just a bag of some plastics that probably are going to go with these these jig heads here. And so these are from Karl's. This is all Karl's Bait and Tackle, I think, that provides this service, this subscription service. And this is one of their in-house kind of, I guess you'd call this a creature bait. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess it's a craw. Yeah, and this is a great color out here. I mean, this is sort of just a little bit green or yellower than like the green pumpkin, I think it is, that I'm a big fan of out here. Yeah, I don't see a color listed on here. It's just sort of a generic Karl's Bait and Tackle bag, but cool. This is all good stuff, man. This is all. You go through a lot of plastics, you know, in the springtime fishing for largemouth and smallmouth down in the river and at Lake Mojave. So these are gonna get chewed up. I'm confident. Okay, what do we got here? This looks like another Karl's box. Oh, that's a cute little crankbait. The Bantam. The Karl's Bantam. Is this a floater or a sinker? What do we have here? 1/5 of an ounce Mucho Mango Karl's crankbait. This feels kind of heavy. I would suspect this is a sinker. Now this could actually be a great trout lure too, when the water's not frozen. That is, but I could absolutely see getting bit by a nice rainbow on something like this. Okay, now it looks like the rest of it is terminal. So that's all of like our lures and stuff. We got a couple hooks in here and some more details. Okay, yeah, there are some notes here. So this has got a picture of a catfish on it, and it looks like a weedless hook. The K&E stopper, K&E tackle, and it definitely looks like some sort of catfish hook. So you can see, you know, the wires on there to keep yourself out of the weeds. I'm not sure. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to look all these things up and find out exactly what the intended use is for everything, which is good practice whether you know what you're doing or not. And I think most of us don't know the difference. One more item here, and that'll be the end of this. So these are some big bass hooks. Harmony Fishing Company. Now these look like 4/0 maybe. So I would imagine you're using these for largemouth. I mean, these are big hooks. You know, I'm sure you could get a smallie on them. But yeah, you definitely. I don't have any hooks this big in my arsenal, so now I do. You know what? Let me look at just these last little items. And here looks like I've got a sticker, little Ketchco sticker. And okay, here's a little note regarding the spinnerbait. So this is the Guggen Squad Zinger. This is a good looking spinnerbait. Where to fish? Fish around docks, stumps, and brush while also streamlining through vegetation and sparse grass. Bump against hard cover like docks, brush, laydowns, and trees to help create reaction strikes. Slow this bait down in cool water or speed things up in warmer conditions. It's all gear recommendations. Give me line, rod, and reel recommendations. That's helpful. And here's just like a little guide for where they recommend you target a lake with this kind of lure. All right, so yeah, just to review, we got our terminal tackle here. We've got some weedless catfish hooks. We've got jig heads with retainer. Is that what it's called? A retainer? Yes, a retainer and guard. We've got these heavy. I'm gonna guess these are 4 or 5/0 hooks right here. And it looks like they're for worm rigging, I assume. And then my lures. I've got this crankbait that I suspect sinks, but let me get back to you on that. I've got this nice crankbait floater. We've got our Guggen spinner baits. We have our Karl's soft plastics. And we've got this sneak attack little swim bait. with the jig heads included. So that's it for this first mystery tackle box. You know, I would, if I went to Bass Pro, this would probably run me $35 or $40. And so for me, I think this first box is definitely represents some value. I'm going to use those big hooks. Might not get a lot of usage this year, but everything else, I'm going to hammer. You know, this stuff is all going to get wet. So that's cool. That's cool, man. Thumbs up for me so far. Let me get back to you after I get this stuff in the water. The last thing I want to tease here, I got one other product that I received just in the last couple weeks that I'm going to do a little trial run of here. I'm planning to go ice fishing this weekend, and I've seen this fish finder all over eBay and Amazon, and I've seen it looks like the exact same thing with some different name brands slapped on it. I think most of them are coming from you know, just Chinese distributors. But so here's, I think even this model is FF001 or something like that. I think the model number is even the same between the different companies. They just slap a different, you know, label on it, whatever. So I'm going to take this out this weekend, put it on the ice, and see if it's any good. I think I got this for under $40 on eBay, which was like the best deal I could find for a fish finder. I'm sure it's not, you know, anything top of the line, but if it shows me there's fish down there for 40 bucks, I'm about it. So I think that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching the show as always. JB here. This has been my review of the Karl's Bait and Tackle Mystery Tackle Box Pro Level Multi-Species. And again, I don't even know how to say this brand name. Venterior, like interior, but with a vent in front of it. I don't know. We'll find out if this thing is worth the 40 bucks I dropped on it, and I'll get back to you about that hopefully next week. All right, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. More coming soon.